Scout Club Cab, better known as a bomb and a little. So if anybody was wondering what we were going to do with the 318 that came out of the truck, Jeff's going to rebuild it. It's probably going to need new valve seats. It's had some blow by, but he's already got a new intake manifold for it. So he'll have a nice running 318 ready here in a little while. Also, we got an aluminum NP 435 small block bell housing. And then I'll also have the flywheel for a small block for a balanced crank. Those parts will all be available for sale soon. Otherwise, Jeff's transferred over the parts that we needed off of that bell housing onto the big block bell housing. And he's got the pulley system all figured out on the front and shimmed and ready to go, mocked up. I got my starter. Brewer Performance just sent the weight balanced flywheel for the 11-inch to go with my truck. Got the exhaust. Gonna go with the Dyno Max turbo mufflers. They were pretty cheap, and I don't really want this truck to be crazy loud. I just got back from Buffalo, Minnesota, where I picked up something for my truck, and it looks pretty cool, but ironically it's not for this truck. This is obviously going to go in the truck hidden over there, but it's an old school roll bar, light bar. It's pretty heavy duty made. I like it. It's going to fit the theme of the truck. Me and Jeff will move it over there in a little bit. He's in putting the clutch and the bell housing on my engine. He's doing all the mechanicals, but I showed this in the original video when I bought the truck. I've got the original steel wheels that came with it, and the old rancher that used to use the truck had this on it instead of the grill. So it's probably the reason the grill's in pretty good shape. But anyway, I'd like to try to incorporate this. Ultimately, I'd like to do a black push bumper on the front. Nothing as extreme as those of you who are old like me that remember Simon & Simon, but I would like kind of a flat metal black push grill with a rubber pad on the front that they used to use to kind of push around race cars, and maybe incorporate that brush guard in front of the grill so that it'll kind of add to a more sinister look of the truck. This little mock-up, but I got to get Jeff's greasy fingerprints off my pretty headers.
There. That's all pretty for you. I don't know, that header sits up pretty high on that side. You don't touch, but it's right there.
Yeah.
I think it'll fit in there with that drive cabinet.
There was a question in one of Dead Dodge Garage's videos about how with headers on, with the big block swap on the four-wheel drive club cab they had to take out the front drive shaft. But as you can see on ours, this one's raised up a little higher, so we're hoping that it'll clear. So for me, being kind of a car novice, it's always frustrating when you go online and you buy parts that you think are going to work. I ran into that issue earlier with the flywheel. I ordered a clutch and flywheel for my truck based on the year and model and the engine size, and wound up with a 10-inch flywheel that was for a balanced crank, and then this is a big block with the cast crank. So should have probably called Brewer in the first place. But back when I bought this engine from Ryan Barsness, I went ahead and I knew that we were going to put this in this truck. So first thing I did is went online and I bought some Transdapt engine mounts that were supposed to be what you need to put a 440 in a truck with the 318, and they obviously do not work at all. So right now we're stuck. Jeff reached out to Just Mopar Joe, said that the 440 source engine mount kits are what he used on the lunch truck Dodge that he built. So we got a set of those coming, but unfortunately it's always like a 3 to 5 day wait for parts. So while we're waiting for parts, that's the main thing that we've got that's holding us back. I saw these on Facebook Marketplace, and I like the fact that they're vintage, they're kind of crusty, they match the truck, and that the orange will match the truck. So I bought them. We just tested one and the bulbs burned out, but Jeff's thinking it should be pretty easy, just get some new bulbs, and at worst, maybe just a little bit of rewiring to get those work. I'll mock these up on the truck.
Either set up for a bigger bulb. Basically, you just got.
I just left the whole thing on there. I'm just gonna put the nut on them.
You take all the nuts off.
Yeah, I got them in my pocket. I mean, this is just kind of first mock-up, right?
You should be looking to the left. You should be looking to the right. Better look over your shoulder, 'cause hell's half acre's gonna burn tonight.
So this is what the bar looks like with just the 3 lights. I'm planning on using 4 and maybe hanging one low and having it shine backwards as kind of like an additional backup light. But those clamps are supposed to clamshell the tabs, but we're going to move the tabs down and make the holes bigger so that they'll fit right. They seem like they're about the right height, and anyway, they definitely changed the attitude of the truck. Also, Jeff's been working on some of the wiring here. I got a new set of gauges. I did order a new tack, kind of an old school, the kind that you would put up there, but we're going to put it here. And then the truck came with this, and it was mounted underneath the dash, like right about here. And Jeff moved it up here since I already had some holes that were drilled there. And that way I got a charge port for phones, and then that's like a cigarette lighter, 12 volt. When you turn that on, it does show you the volts and stuff too, but that'll be off unless I turn it on for charging. This is in a place where, you know, it's not going to get in the way of my knees or my feet. But Jeff did a good job moving all that stuff around as well. Well, crap, this is the first time I took the wheel off on this side, and turns out it was missing this lug. It must have had just enough for that lug nut to kind of look like it was in place, and then this one got totally stripped out trying to pull it off, so it just got ran in there too hard. So it looks like we're gonna have to get some new wheel studs. Dang it. Back part here another day, but I kind of like the way that has the factory undercoating and the color showing through. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to clean that up really good and degrease it, and then I'll hit that with that shine juice too, like I did in the engine bay, and hopefully some of that color will come through with some of that black. I am leaning toward doing the whole truck, but I'm going to start by doing the inside of the bed until I get my technique down, and then I'll do the whole truck. I probably am going to do a spray and bed liner for the floor, and I'm thinking about taking this out and painting it and then having it where I can put it back in once we bed line the back. Otherwise I can leave it out. That's a lot of weight. All right, so with a little cleanup, got the grill back on, got the lights kind of mocked up. I do have 5 of the lights, and we are going to use at least 4 of them. We're going to have to redo the tabs on the roll bar, getting a concept for how the truck's going to look. Mopar Jeff 604 is done like above and beyond, taking out dents that were on the front of the truck. He's actually going to fix my bumper for me too, and took some dents out over here as well. But stay tuned if you like this truck, and if you're going to the No Name Nationals, you guys will be able to see it in person. See you guys.
You should be looking to the left. You should be looking to the right.